Hey everybody, this is Luxeley, the man behind the microphone, keyboard, and mouse, wearing Star Trek pajamas. You know, certain phrases are indicative of the premise of a joke. So if I say something like, two hippies walk into a bar, you kind of know a joke is coming soon. If I say, WoW will be a part of MLG and be a legit major player in esports within the next 3 years, you kind of know a joke is coming. There's an old cartoon which I absolutely adore and love. I mean, I wish I could find a copy of it, but I can't. It's this cartoon where these two Martians, they land on Earth somewhere on a farm in Idaho, or I don't know, are there farms in Idaho? Maybe Iowa. There's definitely farms in Iowa. Land on a farm in Iowa. They go up to a cow and say, "Take me to your leader." And the cow just simply says, "Moo." One Martian looks at the other and says, "Apparently their leader's name is Moo." Now, whether or not you think Blizzard is the cow or the cute little Martians who are kind of clueless in the cartoon doesn't really matter. The point is, the cartoon absolutely perfectly encapsulates Blizzard's understanding of what the PvP player base wants and what the PvP player base needs. To hammer the point home even further, I just have one simple word for you. Ashran. Spin the clock back 4 years ago, 1.6 million people viewed or tuned into the League of Legends World Championships and watched the winners walk away or just simply strut away with $50,000. Last year, 2014, 32 million viewers tuned into the League of Legends World Championships and watched the winners strut away with $2 million. Want to take a wild guess how many people watched the Arena 3's tournament for WoW in 2014? Take a guess. Less than 500,000. I believe the number is somewhere in the neighborhood of 300,000 to 400,000. The number of viewers for WoW's 3's World Championship in 2014 is 1/3 the size of what League of Legends had going back 4 years ago, when the game just sprouted on the map and had their first tournament ever. This is precisely how behind the 8-ball World of Warcraft is when it comes to esports. Esports, the kind of advertising dollars, the kind of sponsorship dollars is astronomical. It is growing exponentially, and it is a fact that esports is growing faster than the film industry and the music industry combined. I think one thing we can all agree on, Blizzard loves money. They love money more than a fat kid loves chocolate. They love money more than a pig loves mud. They love money more than I love Game of Thrones, and I love Game of Thrones. All those three things, Blizzard loves money more than all those three things added up, combined, and multiplied by 2. Now, what I'm about to say might not be everybody's favorite opinion, but I honestly believe Blizzard receives a really bad rap for placing their love of money over their love of World of Warcraft. And give me a chance to explain here before you just rip me apart, because I think I have a very valid point. It's no coincidence the BlizzStore kind of sprouted into existence and kicked off a song and dance with a sparkly pony and cute little pets. It's no coincidence that this started at around the same exact time that Activision, a publicly traded company, stepped up to the plate and acquired Blizzard. Now, if I learned one particular thing in my 6 years experience as a stockbroker on Wall Street, it's that a publicly traded company needs to consistently deliver a profit, but more importantly, they need to meet or beat the expectations for earnings growth on Wall Street. Because if a publicly traded company consistently misses Wall Street's expectations for growth, the stock price is gonna take a dive. And if the stock price takes a dive, the shareholders are going to get pissed, they're going to put pressure on the board, and the board is going to take a look at Blizzard and say, heads going to roll, okay? We're Garage, you guys are in starter gear, life sucks, pack it up, get out the fucking door. And Blizzard's you know, top dogs, the big guys in management, Chris Metzen, Mike Morheim, or however it is you say his name. These guys have been around Blizzard for almost 3 decades. They were the guys that led the charge with the RPG computer game Warcraft. They're the guys that developed the MMO World of Warcraft. These guys put so much blood, sweat, and tears into their product. They watched it grow. They nurtured it. God damn it, they even changed the goddamn diapers. They are so invested in the game, and they truly love the game. And they're proud of what they did. And I gotta pat him on the back for it, and maybe even give him a gold star for the refrigerator. So the last thing that Mike or Chris want is to update and polish their resume and add in the fact that they killed Kel'Thuzad in Vanilla WoW. Because if you keep all this in mind, the kind of money involved with esports, the pressure to maintain not only a profit, but growth with World of Warcraft, the idea of Blizzard's management saying, I really don't want to get involved with esports. I don't want my baby, World of Warcraft, to be involved with esports. Because, let's face it, that statement is just utterly ridiculous. They're under extraordinary pressure to deliver, not only deliver a profit, but to deliver growth. And not only deliver growth, but consistently deliver growth. Because Activision is a publicly traded company. That is huge, huge pressure. So if you're going to say, well, I don't want to get involved, I don't want my baby Blizzard, World of Warcraft, getting involved with esports. I mean, that's just kind of like saying, you know, I don't want to win the lottery because I'm going to have to pay taxes. Or even better, that's like saying, no, I don't really want to have a threesome with Jennifer Lawrence and Mila Kunis because I have a cold. You know, a lot of people misunderstand the intent and motivation behind the shakabuda that I give to WoW and Blizzard, which is a good swift spiritual blow to the fucking head. I love the game. And actions speak louder than words. I've been subscribed to the game for 6 years straight without a break. I've leveled to max level a solid 20 characters every single X-Pack. I log into the game 4 to 5 times a week. I spam BGs, I spam Arena, I do Xmog runs, I try to earn gold in game. I put a lot of time and effort into the game. I do love the game. And even if the PvP got worse, which is kind of hard to believe it can, but even if it did, I would still play. The fun for me in the game, what keeps things exciting, fresh, and new for me in the game, is to move away from playing my Hunter, move away from playing my Shadow Priest, and maybe play a little bit of Frost Mage, or play a little bit of an overpowered fucking DK, or play a Feral Druid. I like to mix things up. I like to try out different classes. That always keeps things fresh and exciting for me. But I also realize I'm not among the norm. And when I see WoW YouTubers who create PvP videos who are 2 times my size, 10 times my size, and 100 times my size, achieving the same growth rate I'm achieving on my channel, I gotta scratch my head and say, WTF. Because, and I'm not talking the same numbers, I'm talking a prorated growth rate compared to what my subscribers are and what, say, Swifty's subscribers are. I mean, Swifty is the biggest WoW YouTuber. Love him or hate him, he's the biggest. 600k, north of 600k subs. But the fact is, how many subs did Swifty have 2-3 years ago? Around high 500,000s, low 600,000s. His growth rate is non-existent. Especially when you compare him to what some of the YouTubers out there who are playing Minecraft, who are playing Call of Duty Ghost, who are playing Let's Plays. There are YouTubers out there that have 3, 5, 7, 8, 10 million subscribers, gaming YouTubers. Swifty, the largest one in WoW, has 600,000. And I see guys like Soda Poppin', guys like Thyraz, and a few others, names you haven't heard of that probably are maybe, you know, 3 or 4 or 5 times my size, just bow out. Done with PvP. I'm finished. I had enough. I don't want to be bothered with it. And when I see that, yes, I still love PvP. Yes, it's fucked up beyond belief. Yes, it could be better. Yes, it should be better because that's where the future is and the money is. But I'll continue to play, but I see other people aren't. And when I see they're not, it upsets me. It upsets me because WoW is the one and only game that has ever captivated me, that has ever arrested and kept my attention for a very long period of time. And I love producing videos. And 95% of the videos I produce pertain to WoW. No other game really holds my interest. So if WoW starts to die, my channel starts to die, I gotta find something else to make videos about, and I don't have that same kind of passion for other games. And that's what upsets me. And I think I'm often misunderstood, because the bottom line is Blizzard has done many things to improve WoW, make it a better game, make it more accessible to more people, and that's great. And I think the game is still great. I honestly do. But I do strongly believe it can be better. And the problem here isn't that World of Warcraft sucks. The problem is that the gaming industry is changing. And Blizzard is not making the changes and adjustments fast enough. And what's going to happen is the train is going to leave the station and Blizzard's not going to be on board. Who the fuck cares, most people will say, but I still love the game and I want to see it be on that train and I want to see it succeed. And in my mind, the only way it's ever going to succeed is if it's on that train. Let's face it, the company that was making buggy whips 10 years before cars were introduced was making a hell of a lot of money. 10 years after cars penetrated the market and Ford found a way to make cars affordable for people, I don't care how damn good that last buggy whip company was making buggy whips, their sales were hurting. RCA, Radio Corporation of America, they used to have radio stations galore, they used to make radios. And they were the best damn radio company in America in the 1920s. Well, guess what? All of a sudden, TV pops onto the scene in the 1940s and RCA just doesn't adjust. No matter how many great radio stations they owned or how many great radios they produced and manufactured, didn't matter. TV was the future. Matter of fact, when RCA's stock price dropped in 1929, it took 40 years for the stock price to recover. Final example, Brother Typewriter Company, early 80s, mid 80s. They could have made the best fucking typewriter out there, but it didn't matter because there was something called word processors. There was something called Microsoft Word, WordPerfect, things that you could make on a computer. And that was the future. So even if that typewriter company, Brother, was making the best goddamn typewriter, it just didn't matter. World of Warcraft is still a pretty damn good game, but it's not heading in the direction of the future of the gaming industry, which is esports. Now, if this video does pretty well, I'd like to incorporate some of your ideas in the next video on how WoW can move into this direction and the changes WoW needs to make. Now, I have 4 or 5 ideas of how PvP can change and what needs to change for WoW to be a legit esport. And I want to hear your ideas. And like I said, if this video gets a lot of likes or if this video gets a lot of views, I will gladly produce that video and incorporate some of your ideas. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. I certainly enjoyed making it and thinking up some of the things I thought up of. That threesome still sticks in my head, but I have a cold, can't do it. But people, whatever it is by you, morning, afternoon, or night, this is Luxley saying, hey, guys, you only live once. YOLO, make it great. Luxley out.